Can you solve all these Class 3 Eves Chapter 1 Poonam's Day Out questions? Lion is. Nice selection. Carnivores is the correct and valid answer.
Have feet.
Nice work. You chose duck and it is correct. Have tail. Well done. Both B and C is the right choice.
Have wings.
Nicely done. Both B and C is a solid answer.
Fish can dash.
Clear logic. Your choice swim is sound and 100% true.
Which can fly. Right choice. Pigeon is the best answer.
Birds can dash.
Right again. Both of them is a valid answer.
Rabbit lives in.
Correct response. Burrow is the most accurate answer.
Rabbit can fly. Solid response. False is a valid choice.
Dragonfly is in.
Sharp thinking. Insect is the right choice.
Cot means dash.
Excellent. Bed is a brilliant choice.
Frog sounds dash.
Well reasoned. Croak croak is the correct choice.
Kangaroo can dash.
Perfect. Hop is the correct choice.
Birds do not have. Exactly. Fins make sense and it is right choice. Habitat means dash. Smart pick. Where an animal lives is the correct choice. Where do fish live? On track C is the correct answer. Animals which hop is. Excellent choice. Frog is the right answer.
Honeybees live in a.
Well picked. Beehive is the correct answer. Which animal can hop? Bravo. Kangaroo is the answer. Animals which can hop. Smart move. Grasshopper is an accurate answer. Owls are dash, yeah, and dash. Good job. Carnivores, aerial works well here. Animal that eats grass.
Great job. Elephant is the accurate answer.
Dash are found in home. Correct. Cows is the right answer. An animal with one horn. You chose rhinoceros, and it is correct. Ducks are dash and dash. Valid point. Omnivores aquatic is true. Which animal can crawl?
You got it. Your choice lizard is right.
Snakes live underground.
Strong choice. True is the right answer.
Dash are found on trees.
Good thinking. Monkeys and crows is the right answer.
Pumpkin is an example of. You're right. Creeper is the correct answer. Animals which can crawl. Great thinking. Snake is the right choice. Which of these is a bird? On track. Eagle is the correct answer. Snake a dash on the ground. Well done. Crawls is the right choice. Which animal have a tail?
Perfect. Lizard is the correct choice.
Which animal is a reptile? You're right. Lizard is the correct answer.
Dash crawls on the ground.
Right again. Reptiles is a valid answer. What is called as habitat? clear logic. Your choice, living place, is sound and 100% true. Dogs can walk, run, and fly. Smart move. False is an accurate answer. Where you will find a lion? Right choice. Jungle is the best answer. Rabbit is not a pet animal. Well picked. False is the correct answer. Butterfly has wings to fly. Correct response. True is the most accurate answer. Poonam saw Dash in the pond. Valid point. Both A and C is true. Which of these is an insect? Nice work. You chose butterfly and it is correct. Dash awakes the whole night. Good job. All works well here. Herbs are bigger than shrubs. You got it. Your choice, no, is right. The animals that have wings. Correct. Crow is the right answer. Dee Dee was sitting on the dash. Excellent. Grass is a brilliant choice. I live in a stable. Who am I? Excellent choice. Horse is the right answer. Which animal lives on a tree? Smart pick. Squirrel is the correct choice. Which is our national animal? Great job. Tiger is the accurate answer. Fishes can dash in the water. Nice selection. Swim is the correct and valid answer. What kind of animal is a frog? Exactly. Amphibian makes sense, and it is right choice. Which one is an aerial animal? Solid response. Butterfly is a valid choice. Which of these animals can fly? Sharp thinking. Butterfly is the right choice. What kind of animals has scales? Well reasoned. Reptiles is the correct choice. Caterpillar lives on the leaves. Good thinking. True is the right answer. The animals that have 4 legs. Nicely done. All of these is a solid answer. Rabbits are what kind of animal? Bravo. Mammal is the answer. Dash weaves web to trap its prey. You chose spider, and it is correct. The animals that not have a tail. Great thinking. Butterfly is the right choice. Select the animal that have shell. Strong choice. Snail is the right answer. Name 2 animals that have wings. Right choice. Pigeon and sparrow is the best answer. The dashie weaves webs on the wall. On track. Spider is the correct answer. Which plant have very big leaves? Correct response. Banana is the most accurate answer. Watermelon is an example for dash. Exactly. Creepers make sense, and it is right choice. Cows use their tails for walking. You're right. False is the correct answer. Poonam was at home for dash a days. Bravo, 2 days is the answer. Select the animal that cannot fly. Right again. Tortoise is a valid answer. Dash hangs on the tree upside down. Nice work. You chose bats and it is correct. Dash is used to cure skin diseases.
Sharp thinking. Neem is the right choice.
Coriander means dash these English. Valid point. Coriander is true. Dash jumps from one tree to another.
Excellent. Monkey is a brilliant choice.
Which animal Poonam saw on the tree? Smart pick. Squirrel is the correct choice. Poonam found dash animals at the pond.
Correct. All of the above is the right answer. Stem is known as kitchen of the plant.
Perfect. No is the correct choice.
Which of the following animals can fly?
Well reasoned. Eagle is the correct choice.
Carnivorous comes in the basis of habitat. Great job. False is the accurate answer. Which among the following animal has tail? Clear logic. Your choice, all of the above is sound and 100% true.
Animals which live on land are called dash. Well done. Terrestrial is the right choice.
Snakes live under the ground or in burrows.
Good thinking. True is the right answer.
Which of them can never be found on a tree? Good job. Ostrich works well here.
Animals that can fly in air are called dash.
Smart move. Aerial animals is an accurate answer.
Which of the following is an aquatic animal? Well picked. Dolphin is the correct answer.
Which of the animal utters a croaking sound? Solid response. Frog is a valid choice.
Which of the following is not an arboreal animal? Strong choice. Mouse is the right answer.
Poonam did not go to school because she was dash. Great thinking. Sick is the right choice. Dash appears after rainfall and is without feet. You got it. Your choice, snail, is right. Which part of the plant is called food factory?
Nicely done.
Leaves is a solid answer.
Rearrange to make name of part of a plant. Euphephiter.
You chose fruit, and it is correct. Dash are the plants which need support to grow erect.
Nice selection. Climbers is the correct and valid answer.
All the leaves smells indifferently from each other. Excellent choice. True is the right answer. The leaf, which is dash in texture, can be rubbed easily. Nice selection. Dry is the correct and valid answer. Identify the odd one out. Tortoise, snake, lion, lizard. Clear logic. Your choice, lion, is sound and 100% true.
All the trees have different colors, shapes, and margins.
Correct. True is the right answer. Poonam picked up a dash from the ground to wipe her cheek. Good thinking. Leaf is the right answer. What kind of animal has hair and gives birth to young ones? You're right. Mammals is the correct answer. The part of the plant which remains under the ground is dash. Smart pick. Root is the correct choice. I can swim in pond. I lay eggs and eat fish and insects. Who am I? Good job. Duck works well here. I love eating banana and spend my time jumping and leaping. Who am I?
Well reasoned. A monkey is the correct choice. Which of the animal does not have legs and moves by sliding on the ground? Great thinking. Snake is the right choice. Banana is what I love eating. I spend my time jumping and leaping. Who am I? Right again. Monkey is a valid answer. Silkworms gives us dash. Nicely done. Silk is a solid answer. Choose the correct option. On track. Mammal is the correct answer. This a cheetah. It is the dash animal. You chose fastest. And it is correct. Identify the eating habit of this animal. Excellent. Herbivore is a brilliant choice. Observe the image and choose from the following. Exactly. Reptile makes sense and it is right choice. Identify and name the following given in the picture. Nice work. You chose grass and it is correct. What is the name of the part of the plant in the picture? Valid point. Trunk is true. How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format. Strong choice. Contact Narayan Chengdar on Facebook is the right answer.